Hey there, everybody. It's the Doctor here with Typical Manga Fan, and with this episode of the Typical Manga Review, we are going over Naruto 700 plus 3, Chance Meeting 1. Jeez, we're getting all sorts of numbers on here now. Naruto's getting ready to leave. Before he goes, he tells Shikamaru to apologize to Burrito for him.
And then and then I'm always one to say carrot. Damn it! Salad and Cho-Cho are watching from behind the trees, and they realize that it's Naruto, and Naruto leaves and they follow basically, but before she follows, Cho-Cho falls flat on her face.
Stealth is not her strong point,
which is bad for a ninja because that's the whole point of being a ninja.
Yep.
And she's like, I'm the one who's supposed to be finding my parents. Why are you dragging me around?
Because you're an oblivious fool.
And Bolt comes in, and he's like, and Shikamaru relays the message of apology, and Bolt's pissed off, and he's about to leave with Mitsuki, who's with him, by the way. Yep. And then he had his bento that he was going to give to his dad that was made by his mom, Hinata, who, yay! But then Salad comes in, and she's like, "Hey, I'll give the lunch for you." And so they basically talk about, it's like, "Oh, I was going to spend some time with, Cho-Cho's, and then, I can hand it over to Naruto when we bump into him."
Yep.
Basically, she's trying to find an excuse to get to Naruto,
like to actually go after him on her own.
Yeah, without anyone, wondering why she's missing. And she basically says, she's like, I don't think he says that I don't think he has earned the right to get it delivered to him. But Salad basically retorts by saying, I'll deliver it to him. Don't worry about it. And they give this eye-to-eye contact, which is actually kind of cool.
Meanwhile, Cho-Cho's thinking, if nobody's going to deliver it, I'll eat it. And Orochi Mini there is like, you really need to learn how to read between the lines.
Yeah, Orochi Mini, that's a good one.
Well, only if he ends up being related to Orochimaru in some way. Actually, I just thought of something here. Weren't we discussing the possibility of a Zetsu being somewhere mixed in on this?
Yeah, some people were actually making that theory themselves.
Look at his robe.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Yeah, people were saying, people were making that, I know, people have noted that too, so maybe that's it.
Well,
anyway.
Until proven otherwise, he's going to be Orochi Mini.
Okay. But anyway, so Bolt's like, don't make a big deal of it, and then Salad, I gotta get over this. Salad's like, if I were in your shoes, I would basically deliver it. So, just give it to me. And she talks about how, he'll be hungry, he needs something to eat, and she's basically trying to help him be kind of like help their family relations. And then we get this really cool little image of Hinata.
Yeah, because Salad, Sarada, she's got issues with family on there. Like I think she's kind of upset with him because it looks like he's kind of taking it for granted.
Hell, he says you got issues to her.
Yeah. There's all kinds of ironic given Naruto's issues on this sort of thing, but go on.
But yeah, she basically tells Bolt, don't take this for granted, I'm going to help you out, because basically she doesn't have the same thing, so she doesn't want other people to be, again, as I said before, taking things for granted, we both said. So, yeah, she leaves to deliver the bento, or,
lunchbox.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cho-Cho's thinking that Orochi Mini is just crushing on her so hard.
Yeah.
She is so oblivious.
I like Salad's look to Bolt though. It's kind of like they're on good terms.
Yeah. At the very least, they're not better terms than Naruto and Sakura were back in the day.
Or I was thinking of Sasuke because that's
true. Yeah.
Sasuke's a douchebag. Unlike his daughter.
Yep.
It's like all the good in Sasuke was isolated with his daughter. Anyway,
the bad news here is you might have to give some of that, depending on who her mother actually ends up being, you might have to give some of that credit to Sakura.
No, I don't think she got anything from Sakura.
Upbringing. She got nurture.
Well, she's not pissed off every 5 seconds, so I don't know. If she did get, even though she got brought up by Sakura, she obviously didn't inherit any bad qualities, aka being a bitch. Anyway, so we have a guy in the cloak, Akatsuki cloak, and uniform, basically spying on them and basically saying,
what is that actually? Is that actually a person? Because it looks more like a little animal now. We get a good look at it.
Which one?
Like the thing that comes out of the bushes where it looks like that's watching
Sarada
and Cho-Cho?
I think it's his hand. it's not a sand. Never mind, it's not a sand. Yeah, it looks like an animal. I guess it looks like that. It looks like the Ten Tails when it's in its first form.
Maybe.
It even has the Rinnegan and Sharingan combined eyes, which is what the.
Oh, you're right. I'm so used to the Sharingan, I tend to overlook the Rinnegan.
Yeah, we always try to overlook Kishimoto's fetish for eyeballs.
That's usually for the best.
Yeah. So anyway, he's basically saying, the cast has been summoned. It's time for the next phase. Bring his daughter, the one who bears the same Uchiha family crest on her back. The girl with the glasses. I like how they don't refer to her by name. And he has a Sharingan too, but it looks like it's been implanted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's kind of bloodshot there. It's almost inverted if you look, depending on how you look at it. It's like his eyes are so bloodshot it makes you wonder if the Sharingan part is white.
People think it's Shishui. I don't know.
I've heard that theory actually. I think I saw it in a spoiler, but I don't know if it's confirmed.
Maybe because he seems to be pretty pissed about Itachi's death. Maybe he didn't, and it never actually showed him dying. They said he died, but and he was on Itachi's side. So if Itachi's dead, and maybe he saw it the wrong way, saying Sasuke didn't learn from him after. I don't know. It could be Shisui. Can we just stop having Uchihas, please? I mean, I'm sick of these magical eyeballs crap.
Yeah. Anyway, kind of moving back along here, Naruto's well aware that there's someone who's been following him this whole time.
He knew it was Salad and Cho-Cho, I think.
Well, no, he said someone's still following him. Also, he's in Sage mode. He's also in Sage mode, if you notice.
Okay, yeah, I know. That's how he knew, I think. Yeah. Because Sage mode is allows him to locate everyone. That's how they inferred that when he was playing tag with Bolt.
Yeah. I like this next part. There's Cho-Cho's just worn out. She can't run anymore. If you can't run, how about you just roll all the way there? That's brilliant!
Her eyes, it's just her face. It's just. I like this girl. I don't know.
She kind of annoys me with how oblivious she is. That kind of annoys me.
Yeah, I know. I get that too. Yeah, she. There's people who talk about she is both annoying and kind of likable at the same time. It's kind of still better than Sasuke. I'll take her over Sasuke any day, though.
Well, who won't you take over Sasuke? Sakura. Okay.
I'm thinking of that. No.
Well, actually, I didn't mind Sakura.
No, I feel like those. Still. I feel like those come in a pack. It's just. So anyway, Mr. Sharingan boy comes in. He's like, "Come with me." And
if you don't want to live.
Yeah, his name is Uchiha Shin, which makes me think Shinsui for some reason.
Yeah, I wonder what the kanji is actually. Come to think of it, maybe there's a connection there.
Maybe it's his son. Maybe it's Shinsui's son.
Yeah. Well, he would be older than that, unless Shinsui didn't die when he was supposed to have.
Well, no. I mean, he could have waited, right? I mean, he's young, so maybe Shinsui didn't have a kid for a while.
But isn't he supposed to have died when Itachi was
a kid? What I'm saying is that if Shinsui was alive...
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I said. If he didn't die when he's supposed to...
No. If Shinsui actually died, then this would make no sense.
Well...
But I'm assuming that the mask guy is Shinsui at this point.
Yeah.
This is my prediction.
And he attacked, which makes Cho-Cho think that he's taking rejection very badly. They actually do pretty decently here, though. Cho-Cho and her both. Cho-Cho actually uses the big old size jutsu and increases her hand size to smack him, swat him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good fight. Unfortunately, they're being outmatched because this guy, has OP Sharingan powers. Because Sharingan's whatever.
Yeah. Of course, anyway, this is where Naruto pops in as to be the big damn hero.
Yeah. He's like, a Sharingan, huh? I see. So it's you. So he knows, because from Sasuke's message, and we see this awesome the sign on his back. By the way, I don't know what it says. What does it say? Seventh Hokage? I don't know.
Probably something I recognize the one for 7 on there, the one that looks like a little L with the cross in it.
All I'll say is he better win this fight, because I swear to God, if he loses to another guy with the Sharingan eyes, I'm gonna be pissing.
I don't think there's any risk of him losing this fight, not unless there's some kind of hacks involved.
He shouldn't be losing any fight at this point. He is one of the strong. He has the ability to go Sage mode. I mean, that's not Sage mode. Sage mode technically, Sage of 6th Pass mode.
Yeah, he's got Sage, he's got Fox, he's got 6th Pass, he's got the whole bunch.
Yeah, I mean, the only guy who can come up to him is Sasuke. If this is bullshit Sharingan kid who's stronger than either, it's just gonna be pissing me off. Because this is not a guy who's supposed to be for Naruto's level. He's supposed to be for Salad and Bolt's level of fighting. Because this is a new generation.
Or at least a little bit above them, so they can get stronger to face
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, but I mean, this is in their league, of course.
Right. But as I said, so we're still kind of moving along with this. We got some more mysteries with who Uchiha Shin is. Like I said, I'm wondering now what the kanji for Shin is in his name. Now we kind of bring it up here, the theory that he's related to Shinsui in some way. Well, yeah. I wonder if the Shinsui and Uchiha Shinsui's name is the same as we're seeing with this guy.
Yeah. He I just noticed. I mean, he has a really weird, because he doesn't look like an Uchiha other than the eyes. Yeah. He doesn't have black hair. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know if he's Orochimaru's experiment, but I don't think the guy the mask guy. Oh, not the mask guy. The cloak guy.
Yeah, cloak guy.
The cloak guy. I swear he was masked last time. I don't know. The cloak guy. He. I mean, he obviously has an association with the Katsuki, but I don't know who it could possibly be. There's no way Shinsui would have decided to wear that cloak for whatever reason, unless obviously maybe there's a story that we're missing.
Yeah, very possible.
It could be maybe it could be White Zetsu, like one of the remaining.
For a moment, I thought you were about to say Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird. What happened to all the White Zetsu? Did we assume that they all just died because of the the swords maybe dying? Like, do they have because I remember that a lot of them got killed off. Did they say like all of them are gone? I think
I really couldn't tell you.
Because I think we assumed that they were all gone, but maybe this is like one of those last ditch remainders. I remember we stated that there was a possibility that it could have been the Toby one, but this one doesn't look like Toby at all. Obviously, maybe it's someone. Maybe it's one of the other Black Zetsus. I mean, not Black Zetsus, White Zetsus.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how long ago that was on there, like what happened at that time. But like I said, in terms of what to expect here, I'm not quite sure what we're looking at right now. I mean, obviously, I don't think there's any risk of Naruto losing what's about to happen. So he'll probably I don't think he'll capture Shin either. I figure the copper Uchiha there will get away and report back.
Yeah, I just don't want to see Naruto lose. It'd be bullshit if he does.
Yeah, and as for my little thinking for this guy, you remember that? Did you see the video I linked to you about that? The opening intro for Silverhawks.
I think you did once upon a time.
Like right out there. There's like a little orange robot kid with a head exactly like Shin's.
Oh yeah. I feel like you did show me, but yeah. I don't even hope he draws. I hope he wins. This is Naruto. This is.
I don't expect him to lose. I expect him to win. I just expect Shin to also get away.
Yeah. I think that should be the only reasonable solution to this.
Yeah, that or. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I think that's the most reasonable thing we can expect to have happen on here.
Yeah, but other than that, there's not really much to build off on than last time, All the questions are still being, other than the fact that everyone seems to have a freaking Sharingan for some reason. Yeah. Other than that, we maybe suspect he's Shinsui, maybe he's one of the White Zetsus who somehow survived.
We don't really know. The White Zetsu theory. I mean, like I said, Shinsui just seems too far out there.
Yeah, but I thought Mitsuki was supposed to be
dead.
I thought Mitsuki was supposed to be a White Zetsu theory.
Yeah, that could be a possibility too, especially with the black and white kimono there. Unless it's supposed to be like black and something else or blue and something else. I don't know what it's meant to be in color.
You know what? Let's just blame Orochimaru and be done with it.
That's typically the best way to go.
Yeah, let's just blame Orochimaru.
Alright, so with that will be our review of Naruto Chapter 700 plus 3. It's all Orochimaru's fault. Stay tuned for 700 plus 4, where it will still be his fault with maybe a dash of Sasuke.
Yeah.
In the meantime, take us away.
Bye!